Hi everyone, it is time for Power-Up Pilates day 5. I hope you're all really well and had a great weekend, and thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be doing some standing exercises today designed to get your moving, your spine moving, your shoulders moving as well, and you don't need any equipment other than something soft to stand on, so a mat or a rug or a blanket would be super, and you can wear whatever clothes you're wearing right now, so you don't even need to change, which is perfect. Okay, so as usual, please don't do anything that doesn't feel great for you. So just take it easy if you know that you've not done much Pilates before. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to drop me a message and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, so we are going to find our standing correctly position to start with. So I'd like you to stand up nice and tall. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart, so the weight is going down evenly through your left foot and your right foot. You can just take a few sways from side to side, just feeling how the weight is distributed between both of your feet. Okay, so find that position where your weight is nice and even, and just bend your knees ever so slightly. Make sure they're going directly over your toes. Okay, so the weight should be going down through your heel, the ball of your big toe and the ball of your little toe. And you should be able to bring your toes up and give them a little wiggle without moving anything else in your body. Okay, so finding that place where our hips are nice and stable, core muscles coming in, and you can imagine a piece of thread lifting up through the crown of your head, arms just hanging nice and long down by your sides. Okay, so to start with, we're just going to take a few head turns. So we're going to look from the right all the way through to the left. So just letting your vertebrae at the top of your spine rotate, nice and smooth. This is great if you've been spending lots of time working or reading. You can get really quite tense around here. So this is just a lovely exercise to get your neck moving. And also you might feel this going down into your shoulders as well, which is also really, really nice. Okay, one more. And we're going to come back through to our center position. We're going to go straight into a side reach now. So this involves us floating one arm up and reaching up and over to the side. And throughout this exercise, I like to think about keeping your lower body completely still. So you can imagine from your waist downwards, you're in concrete. So this isn't going to move at all. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Draw your core muscles in to help support you. And as you breathe out, let's float one arm all the way up. My arm is about to disappear. And then we're going to keep on reaching up and over to the side, lifting up and out of your waist, all the way to the side, pausing here. And then as you breathe in, restack really tall and float that arm back down. Going on the other side now, breathing out, float that arm all the way up, reaching up and over. So you can imagine you've got a pane of glass in front of you and one behind you. So you can't tilt or rotate. It's pure lateral flexion, which is side to side movement. Let's go again. So great one for moving your shoulders. And also as you reach up and over, bring your core muscles in to support you. It's going to be really nice to keep your spine mobile and healthy here. Going again, all the way up. Reaching up and over. Really enjoy how this feels. And as your spine moves, can't speak anymore. As your spine warms up, you might find that you can reach slightly further and get even more movement through your spine. Lovely. Now ask yourself what's going on with your toes. Are you beginning to clutch at the floor with them? And if so, just try and relax them a little bit more. Reaching up and over. Fab. Okay, let's go one more time to each side here. All the way up, reaching up and over. A restack and down, and our final one. All the way, hopefully feeling a little bit more warm, a little bit more mobile now. All the way up and down. Super. Okay, so let us get some movement into our shoulders again. We're going to do something called arm circles. Now, this is a really easy building block exercise, but it's so effective for releasing tension around the front of your chest, your shoulders, and your neck as well. So we're going to start with our arms hanging down by our sides, breathing in. As we breathe out, let's float our arms up, taking them in direct line with your shoulders. Tummy muscles switch on here, reaching all the way up until your arms are level with your ears. And as you inhale, reach out to the sides and down. Okay, let's go again. Breathing out, trying to get lots of movement through there. And as we inhale, we reach out to the side. Now I'm going to show you from the side here because it's really easy to push your hips forward. So go from the side. This is what we don't want to do. As you reach your arms up, you let your hips banana forward and your spine move. Okay, so we're going to keep our core muscles coming in, tummy muscles switching on, reaching all the way up and out. So even though you're not necessarily moving through your torso, you're still getting that core stability and strength. So let's go a couple more times, trying to make it even smoother this time. And one more, breathing out and in. Okay, so let's make it a little bit more challenging. I'm going to add in a single leg lift now. So you're going to raise one leg up, and from here, we're going to try and do exactly the same. Okay, so let's see if we can do 2 more circles like this. Breathing out, keep your gaze on something in the distance. Find that long leg balance. So you should really be working through the hip, the knee, the ankle to keep you balanced like this. And bring your arms down. Excellent. Let's go on the other leg and see if this one is easier or harder. So setting yourself up, bring one leg up, breathing out, raise your arms up, keep your core muscles coming in. Inhale, reach down. So we're combining coordination with our balance now. Super, really using the glute and the leg. Trying not to tilt. And one more. Whoa, I nearly fell over. And come back down. Well done. Take that leg down. Give your feet a little bit of a walk out. Ready for our next exercise. So shooting through these today, we're going to go into a Pilates squat. Now, super for strengthening your ankles, your knees and your hips, also getting your core muscles moving. And it's just really, really lovely to find that strength through your spine. So this time we're going to bring our feet ever so slightly close together, making sure you can still see my feet. This time we're going to bend our knees and our hips and send our body forward. So it's quite an unusual movement, but if you've ever been skiing, this is kind of the movement, the position you want to get. So you can imagine that you're skiing like this, so you've got that really long spine. Or alternatively, you can imagine that you're about to sit on a public toilet and hover, okay? So rather than tucking our pelvis under, we're going to keep that lovely spine. So feet are hip distance apart. This time we're going to move on our breath in. So as we breathe in, knees go forward, bottom goes backwards, draw your core muscles in, let your arms hang heavy. Make sure you're not gripping at the floor and press through your legs and your glutes to come up to standing. So that is our simple Pilates squat. Tummy muscles come in, almost feel like you're sticking your bottom out, bending your knees. Don't worry about how far down you can go. I just want you to find that perfect technique first of all. Press through to come up. Now I can already feel this in my quads and in my glutes. So core muscles coming in again. Keep that back and neck nice and long. Don't let your head drop down or look too far up. Pressing through to come up. Lovely. We're going to go 2 more times. Sinking down. Make sure your knees are directly over your toes. They're not coming together or falling apart. Press through. And one more time. Sinking down. And press through. Okay, so for our final couple of Pilates squats, we're going to add on a little bit of a balance just to get you moving through your ankles. So this time we sink down on our inhale. As we exhale, we're going to press through our feet, engage our glutes, and this time keep on going up until you're right on your tiptoes. Think about that piece of thread pulling through the crown of your head. And inhale to sink back down. And start to squat down just like before, keeping your knees super strong. Let's go again. Pressing through as you exhale, coming right up onto your tiptoes. Lowering back down again, knees go forward. Keep those core muscles working. This is our final one. Pressing all the way through, coming right up onto our tiptoes, really long through your body. And sink back down. Well done. Okay, give your legs a little bit of a kick out once again. We're going to finish with a couple of lovely roll downs. If you haven't done a roll down before, you're feeling a bit nervous, you can place your hands on your thighs and your hands are just going to give you a little bit of extra support. I'm going to show you this one from our side. So this is designed to get our spine flexing forward bone by bone, so we're getting mobility through every single part of our spine. So feet back to hip distance apart. Your hands can hang long down by your sides or pop them on your thighs here, breathing in. As we breathe out, we're going to nod our chin, Roll forward a bone at a time. So you're softening your breastbone, bringing your tummy muscles in to support your spine. Let your arms and your head hang heavy. And one bone at a time, you're going to roll down. So you're getting flexion through your spine. Rolling down, try not to push your bottom back, hanging really long and heavy at the bottom here. Breathing in, let your arms be like a rag doll. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, just open up your hips once again, restacking. And then one bone at a time, rebuild your spine. All the way up to the top, shoulders sinking down your spine. So that first one might have felt a little bit clunky and not as smooth as you might like, but with a bit more practice, you should be getting really smooth and flexible. So let's go a couple more times. Hopefully now you know what the motion is, you can find it a little bit easier. So we're rolling down again, softening our breastbone, tummy muscles coming in, head and arms hanging super heavy and long. All the way down to the bottom, arms hanging heavy. Maybe feeling a stretch up the back of your legs here. Exhale, open out the front of your hips, rolling back up, one bone at a time. And we're going to go one final time, rolling down. Draw your tummy muscles in once again. All the way up and over. That's it. Hanging long and heavy here. Breathing in and out to restack. Nice and smoothly. All the way up to the top. Shoulders coming down. Piece of thread pulling through the crown of your head. And we're just going to finish with a nice big arm stretch. So we're going to float our arms up in the air. Reaching all the way up, reaching through your fingers. And press the air away. And you're done. Well done. Thanks so much for joining me. Please drop me a comment if you have tried this video. And remember, if you've enjoyed it, please share with your friends as well. I'll be back tomorrow for more Pilates, so I'll see you then. Bye-bye.